Did you know? Sexual attitude behavior from year to year is increasing. According to the National Commission for Child Protection 2017 and the Ministry of Health stated that survey results showed data that was 62.7% of teenagers in Indonesia had ever had sex outside of marriage. Teenagers that are having sex have this belief that nothing bad could ever happen to them. There are many sexually active teenagers that have never been educated on the risks of unprotected sex. The fact that sex education is still very limited, giving little no space for our youth to ask questions or discuss matters related to sex. Even many parents feel shy about broaching the topic of sex with their children. For example, can you catch HIV from kissing? Can sperm left in pool water can a girl get pregnant if there's sperm in the pool? We should know what is sex education. Sex education is the teaching of sexuality, prevent sexually transmitted diseases, protection, and principles about sex. And why sex education is important? First, it can reduce the risk of STDs. Some diseases are curable with antibiotics and other diseases have no treatment, and it is something a person has to live with forever. Teenagers do not think about the consequences of sex. Sex education would teach them differently. It would allow them to actually understand that STDs can happen to anyone having sex. Secondly, it can reduce the chances of sexual abuse. Sex education would teach students the effects of sexual violence. In order to decrease the rate of child sexual abuse, teenagers learning about child abuse would have knowledge to be aware of the right and wrong. Last, it can reduce the number of teenage pregnancies. If sex education was taught in school and family, the teen pregnancy would decrease. Teens would be able to learn about the different types of contraceptive. In conclusion, sex education is crucial for teenagers. Teenagers need correct information about sex and the risks that come with it. Sex education will help them prepare properly for the future and guide them in making right choices for themselves.